Good morning, everyone. Tracy here, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia. Welcome to Tracy's Sunday Challenge. I'm just going to make sure that I'm live. Yep, it says I'm live. Perfect. So welcome, everyone, and happy Father's Day to everyone who is watching or enjoying some celebrations this Sunday. We have a little bit of flurry going on in the background. We've got a big breakfast that people are going to start arriving for soon, so no one's here yet, just the immediate family, but they will all start arriving, so hopefully we can get this done before the noise starts to happen. As you're popping on, please pop on and say hello. Let me know where you're watching from if you're new here. Hi Rachel, how are you? I'm sure you're doing a lot of cooking this morning for Father's Day. All right, so Tracy's Sunday Challenge this week, the theme is a colour combo challenge, but I'm focusing on a lot of Halloween this month through September. But what's really great is this colour combo challenge, you can create anything you want. So the colours are black, white and crushed curry, or yellow if you don't have Stampin' Up colours. And I would love for you to join in the challenge and have a little fun, get crafting, and yeah, it's all about just crafting and having fun. Hi Marion, how are you? I'm using one of my favourite Halloween bundles in the mini catalogue, the Scary Cute. This one is so cute because it's not scary. Like it says, it's scary cute. It has some really great silhouette stamps and images with some great sentiments as well. So it sort of works for everything. And yeah, it's one of my favourites. Big breakfast here for Rachel. Awesome. Hi Deborah, how are you? Hi Judith. Chilly, but a good morning. Listen, it is going to be a lovely day today. We have blue sky. It sort of felt like summer yesterday, although I think it was only about 16 degrees, but I got the summer vibes yesterday, so I liked that we had the sunshine. I don't like the heat. Hi Wendy. Oh, it's still Saturday for another half an hour in the UK. Well, welcome. Thanks very much for popping in and taking part with me live. Okay, so like I said, this is the bundle that we're going to be using. Let me bring in the project that we're going to be working on. It is the most cutest little box, super simple, which I really like. And if you were able to watch my Thursday video, you may have heard me say that my September projects and cards will be able to use for both, like any occasion. Like you can change it for Christmas, you can change it for birthday. So what's really great about this one is this would be a really nice table setting or a gift at Christmas time. You could also give it as party favors. There's so many different things that you could use it for, and it's super simple. It's using one of the DSP packs in the mini catalogue. This is a host. So you've got to buy it with your Stampin' rewards, but it's a huge, huge pack of paper. It's called Celebrate Everything. I have it here. This is, I think, the best DSP pack I've ever seen Stampin' Up have. They have another one out in the annual catalogue as well, which is really good. But this one, oh my goodness. I love it. There's Christmas, there's Halloween, there's New Year's, there's birthday. There is so many different occasions that you can create. Look at that, isn't that not gorgeous? We used this one last Sunday on the bridge card, so you may have remembered that. This would look really good with pool, like a pool scene. You've got tree scenes, but Halloween, New Year's, you've got autumn or fall. So many great, look at that. I've got a card coming out with this one in it. Got a card coming out with this one as well. Hi Sean, how are you? Yeah, so this is a really versatile pack. I highly recommend getting this one. Now, if you can't place a $250 order, which is what you have to place here in Australia to be able to purchase this as your free gift, I highly recommend getting together with, say, 4 friends or 3 other friends and putting an order in of $250, and that way you can split this pack into 4. There's 4 sheets of every single DSP sheet, so you're getting the full range, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to grab out my Halloween one. which I should have grabbed out while I was going through it. There we go. And it's good quality. It's actually quite thick DSP. It's not one of our thin DSP packs, so you can make really great 3D projects with it. Okay, so we're using this one here. I have a piece of my crushed curry cardstock. We have the Scary Cute. We're going to be heat embossing because we can. And I've also grabbed, I'm a bit late to the party with this ribbon. It's the black and white gingham ribbon. I've only just purchased it. I know it's been in the catalogue for a little while, but it works really great with our Halloween theme. Now, the other thing that I do need to get out is my favourite die set, which is the Stylish Shapes. I think I should probably just leave that on my desk at all times because it's one that I use all the time. Here it is. Like I said, I think I use it for just about every single card that I create. And for this one, I'm going to just use, I think it's the second largest we're going to die cut from. So we're going to start off cutting down our DSP piece. Our DSP piece is going to measure 7 by 5 7/8. And we need the 7 inches to go across. So if you've got directional paper, you need it to go across 7 inches and down 5 7/8. So we're going to do that first. If it's non-directional paper, you don't have to worry. Sometimes it's always great to create projects that are with the non-directional paper, but it'll be fine. So I'm going to cut it this way first, just so I don't waste any. So 5 7/8. By 7. Okay. So you're not using a ton of your DSP, so that works out really well. Okay, on this 7-inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch. And all the measurements are over my blog, so if you would like to create this box, whether it be for Halloween or for another gift, you certainly can. The measurements are over there on my blog. 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 3 3/4, 4 1/4, okay, and then we're going to turn it and we're going to go 1/2 inch. And I just want to check to make sure, yeah, that's right. So 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and this is going to be our top tab for our top of our box where we open it up, and then 5 3/8. Gives us our little tab down the bottom. Okay. So we can just fold and burnish on all those score lines. Because it's DSP, I'm actually going to just use my fingers. I'm not using my bone folder. I find sometimes when you score with your DSP and your bone folder, it will cause it to crack. So you want to be really careful with it. I think you get a nice crisp line with your finger anyway. It's really hard to see in these lights. There we go. So I did grab those colours from this DSP. You could also use your blending brushes and add a little extra colour to this DSP. So you could grab out some pumpkin pie, maybe, well, you could do the ghosts in Highland Heather or something like that. That would work as well. Alrighty, so we are going to, we have our little tab on this side. This is our long piece. So tab on this side, we're going to do a little bit of cutting. This first little square down here we're going to take completely off, and I'm going to miter cut on our tab like that. I'm going to cut up that next score line. This is right on the lines there, and we're going to miter cut on each side. I like to miter cut my tabs. Coming over to our next one. So we're just cutting up on all the tabs, and then our little tabs we're going to miter cut in. Okay. Now, turning it over to the other side, we're going to do the same on this side, taking that very first little square completely off. Actually, we're going to take both of those off. Yep, and miter cutting. So we're taking both the little squares off the very end. There we go. The next one we're going to take, I don't know whether I can see better on this side. It's a really hard paper to actually see where I've scored. So we're taking off our top one and giving it a little trim on either side for our tab. So on the very far side where the tab is, you're taking off both little squares and you're miter cutting off on our tab. Then the next one over, we've taken that far square off and then miter cut that little tab. Then we have our closure here for our box. So I'm going to cut down that all together. And to be able to pop this inside our box, we're also going to just take a little bit off each side here. So once I've finished, I'll pop it down and I'll show you the end product so you can actually see it and make more sense. So this just closes our box here. Okay, this one here is a little tab next to it. We're going to do the same as what we've done on the other side of our closure of our box. So we're taking off our top little square and just going to miter cut on both sides like that. And then these two long rectangles we can take completely off. We don't need them at all. And maybe using some longer scissors would make it a bit easier. There we go. Let me pop this down so I can show you the template. And there we have it. Hi Carol from Connecticut, nice to see you here. Hi Jean, welcome. Nice to have a few on. Welcome everyone. Okay, so we can start popping this together. I'm going to add a little bit of tear and tape. You could also use your liquid glue. For my 3D projects, I really like to use the tear and tape. Just makes it a little bit easier and I don't end up with sticky fingers. So just on our little tab there, take the backing off and we're just going to line the edges of the box together. So inside this, because it is a fair, so I'll just show you a little trick. If you fold down your tab and then along that side of the box where it's just the front of the box, if you fold it down so you've got your little tab there, you can line it up and then just push down and your box will be perfect. There we go. So I want this to be the front of my box, so it opens up at the front. This tab here, I'm actually going to stick a little bit of tear and tape down on that as well. I'm not putting a lot of weight in here. It's just a little share pack of lollies. But if you've got a little bit of weight, I recommend putting some tear and tape or gluing it down on both sides, just to make it a little bit easier for yourself so it doesn't open your box with the weight or have everything fall out of it. So we're just closing that up. There we go. That gives us a nice image with everything opening at the back. Okay, so I've got a share pack here of Skittles. I think, you know, you can't go wrong with Skittles. So we're going to pop them in. This box, let me tell you, I do have it on my blog, the measurements, but I'll quickly tell you. It is 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. No, sorry, 4 3/8 by 1/2 inch. So you can fit quite a few goodies in that. So there's our box ready to go. I'm going to bring in my mini cut and emboss machine to do our die cutting of that square. That is the second largest from the Stylish Shape dies. Now I don't know guys, if I have not conned you into purchasing the Stylish Shape dies yet, I don't think I have any hope of getting you to buy it, because I believe that I've probably used it on every single card and project for the last however many months. So we have that ready to go. We're going to heat emboss with our black embossing powder, which is my favourite. We'll bring that in. And my favourite sentiment, say boo and scary on. And you could choose different stamps here, whether you want to do the 3 individual kids, or there's 4 with the little one. I'm going to do the 3 together, all dressed up and trick-or-treating. There we go. I'm hoping at the end of the day today to grab all my blocks and give them a good clean. I think I said that last week too, and I just didn't get to it, but it really badly needs doing. When you look at my block caddy, all I can see is like red tones on the blocks. They're pretty bad. All right, so we have our Versamark ink. I'm just going to add this. Okay. So I'm going to stamp this down at the top of my square. Black, white, and any colour goes together. So one thing I didn't do is my embossing buddy, so hopefully we don't have too many stray powders everywhere. So quick stamping. Let's bring my black embossing powder in. I purchased a new pack the other week, and this new powder works so much better. So I believe embossing powders can go off, and they don't work as well when they're old. So I probably should have got new ones a little while ago, but it's okay. Stampin' Up have only just brought the black back because they got rid of it. Crazy. All right, so we're just going to use our heat tool to melt that powder. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Yes, if you're enjoying this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. So it doesn't take too long to melt that powder. Especially with the new powder I have. There we go. And isn't that sparkle? I just love the sparkle of our embossing powders. So I'm going to bring in our ribbon here. This is the black and white gingham ribbon. And that should be dry enough now. I'm just going to add a couple of dimensionals on the side here. I want to put a nice little bow at the top as well, so I want to make sure we have enough for that. It is nice to see, Judith. We've got 12 watching, which is awesome. Welcome everyone. So a nice cute little bow. I'm going to grab my ribbon scissors. My snips are not quite sharp enough for ribbon. And then we can just add this to the front of the box. You could add extra embellishments. I don't think it needs it. But it's a great way of using up your DSP. If you hoard your DSP and have tons there, you could make tons of these. These would make really great table gifts at Christmas time as well. I know I have heaps and heaps of DSP at Christmas DSP. Christmas time is my favourite crafting time. So you could certainly make these. You could even stamp some people, like the people's names, so they're proper place settings. That would look amazing. Oh, thank you everyone. Yeah, so a cute little gift idea. This week's challenge, don't forget, is a colour challenge, black, white and crushed curry. So, you know, you don't have to do Halloween, you can do anything. Anything you like, whatever you've got in your craft cupboard that you want to start creating with. Hi Deborah, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed today's project. I hope you'll give it a go. Don't forget, all the measurements and that are over on the blog, so go and check that out. And if you haven't hit subscribe and you're here for the first time, please hit subscribe. I'd love for you to come back and join us with another project. And yeah, I'll be back on Thursday, 5 p.m. Australian time, where we're going to be doing another wonderful project. So anyway, enjoy your Father's Day wherever you are, and I hope that you have a relaxing day, and I'll see you all really soon. Thank you everyone for the thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. All right everyone, bye-bye.